Welcome to ANS Solver question 17. So for part A, as you can see, they're asking us to factorize the following expression. The expression is in the form a square minus b square, which can also be written as a plus b, a minus b. So they've given us p square minus q square instead of a square minus b square. So we can rewrite this as p plus q and p minus q. Therefore, this being your final answer for part A. Now you can check it by expanding these two brackets. You will reach back to your original answer, that is p square minus q square. Now let's move on to part B. P square minus q square is equal to 7 and p minus q is equal to 2. So for this equation, we can move the q to the other side, so negative becomes positive when you're moving it to the other side of the equation. So p equals q plus 2, and we can substitute this into the other formula. So q plus 2 the whole square minus q square equals 7. Now q plus 2 the whole square, can be expanded as a square plus b square plus 2ab. So a square would be q square plus b square would be 4, and plus 2 times a into b would be 4q, because 2 times q is 2q and 2q into 2 is 4q. So 4q minus q square, from here we just bring it down, equals 7. Now positive and negative q square can be cancelled out, so we are left with 4q equals, when you move the 4 to the other side of the equation, positive becomes negative, so 7 minus 4, and therefore 4q is equal to 3. So q is equal to 3 by 4. Now let's go ahead and find our p value. So we know our q value as, p minus 3 by 4 is equal to 2. So we can move the 3 by 4 to the other side, negative becomes positive when you're moving from one side of the equation to the other. So p equals to 2 plus 3 by 4. So you don't convert it to a decimal, you leave it as a fraction, because we still need to find p plus q. So you find the LCM firstly to do this. So the LCM would be 4, multiplying the numerator and denominator both by 4. So 2 multiplied by 4 would be 8, and the denominator 4 multiplied by 1 would be 4. They have common denominators, you can write it as one fraction. Therefore we know that p is equal to 11 upon 4. Now you leave it as an improper fraction so that we can add it easily to q to find our final answer. So let's do that. P plus q is equal to, we know the value of p, that is 11 by 4, and we know the value of q, that is 3 by 4. Since they are the same denominator, we can write it as one fraction. So 11 plus 3 by 4. So we know that 11 plus 3 is 14 divided by 4. And therefore you can simplify this by dividing both numerator and denominator by 2. So we are left with p plus q is equal to 7 by 2. Therefore this being your final answer for part 17b.